Hi, welcome to another Mystic Dude Warframe video. So I know I've not done a video for a few weeks, been busy with work and I've been absolutely engrossed in this game. I've just not had time between work and playing. Now, this game's that big, I haven't known what content to put out there, because whatever you do, you end up feeling like you've missed something. So a 20-minute video turns into an hour, and anyway, so this video is I'm gonna show my first more or less complete build. Right now, I haven't took much advice on how to do this build. There's some very good players in the clan that I'm in, but I wanted to sort of find my own way with it. So what I've done, it's took me like quite a while to do this. I had Saryn Prime, so I've run Saryn Prime, and this is how I'm running it at the moment. A lot of range, although I could get more. I don't have all the mods yet. Same with the arcanes. As you can see, if I go down here, most of them are just like 1 rank, 2 rank. So I'm going with what I've got. I've not done so bad with the mods. I sold a couple of primes, so I turned that platinum out. I was able to buy that one. I bought the overextended, and I bought the blind range. And I think I bought that one. I can't remember if I bought it or dropped it. So yeah, so mods like that, you find that they're more or less a given for endgame. I've started having a go at Steel Path. I've only played about 6 so far, but like I say, I'm still working on my builds and how stuff works, especially for solo, the difference between solo and group play. So this Saryn I've put together, and I've managed to clear a couple of solo Steel Path planets, and then the last couple of days I've been working on my weapons. So here's a Kuva weapon. I really like this. I know everybody uses a Brammer and whatnot, but you play a game to enjoy it, and I really like this assault rifle. So this is what I've got on it. I'm running just over 100% crit. There's them in my stats. I'll let you have a look at them. Well, obviously you can vary your stats and the build depending what you're up against. So, and this is the one I've just been doing the last 2 days. I farmed a couple of Kuvas. I got the Brack and the Nukor. I didn't like the Brack. Played with it about 10 minutes. Put it away. This one's not too bad. So I've maxed it, and this is sort of my first build. Again, I don't have all the mods. I'm not too bad though, and I haven't got my adapter unlocked yet. I need to farm some essence. And I have got a ribbon for it. It's not too bad. I'd like a high status one. I see everybody else using high crit and crit damage on this, and that's because it's got a high crit multiplier, which is fine. But I thought, well, I wanted to run it with a bit of status and damage and see how it does. And it seems to get, even though I've only got crit 7%, it seems to crit more than that 7% would have you believe. So this is what I've got. I'll just let you have a look round it. So, and just one thing I meant to check, have I put any Elmeth abilities on me? No, I haven't. I'll tell you what I have got. I've got the Elmeth buff for invigoration, but it's a duration and sprint speed, so it's not going to really affect this. Right, so what we'll do, let's get down here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to tap that first one up with my spores, and then I'll kill it with my rifle and we'll see how we go on. So there he is ticking away. 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's kill it and spread them. You can see them ticking away. We'll see what damage the number 4 does. Not doing too bad damage, that is it? You know, it's eating into him quite nicely. This weapon, this is the assault rifle. As you can see, it just it just shreds. So that's that. And as you can see, these are all ticking away over here. Saryn is just ridiculous. All of them are nearly dead. Let's have a look at this other group here. So again, they're near enough all dead. Let's just go back up to the top. So that was, like I showed you, Saryn using the spores, killing the first one to spread them, and then just hitting with miasma. For most parts at play, you can actually do without the miasma and just spread the spores by killing them. So entirely how you want to play it. If you've got a decent melee weapon, and this is what I've got in my melee weapon, I've got a nice ribbon on that one. Very nice, and as you can see, the disposition's on 4. So I get a decent stats off that. That's sort of what I'm running there. I've got eye radiation on it, eye slash. I'm going to do another build on that one. But the point I was going to say is, with Saryn, if you've got your spores up and then use your toxic lash, it gives you extra damage for melee strikes. So basically, spore the first one up, cut it to pieces, and then just go to town on the group, spreading the spores as you go. And if you get in a bit of trouble, just pop your malt to give you a bit of getaway and hit your miasma to kill them off. So yeah, it's quite a fun build to play. Right, the bit you haven't seen, and we'll do that now, is this Kuva Nukor. Now, as I'm still new to the game, I mean, I've got nearly 350 hours in this now, and you're still classed as new with them. But the only Kuva weapon I know that everybody raves about is the Brahma, and I haven't even gone after it yet. I'm not bothered about it. I thought I'll have a look what I like. The first one I got in the game was that Carrick. Can't even remember its name. So, and obviously I wanted to get another one for that at some point, so I can fuse them, just to get the bonus percent damage on it. So that's my next on my to-do list. So let's have a look at this new one that I got. So we'll do it same again. Swap weapons this time. Now this is a beam weapon. So let's let him tick a bit first, and then we'll try and kill him with beam. So the first initial kill is quite slow compared to main weapon, but it's once you've got them all going, we should see lots of... No, we're not getting so many crits there. I know we're only on 7%. But when I was practicing this before running the video off, I was getting a lot more than that. Let's try this group down here. So that looks more or less like what you'd expect with 7%. For some reason, when I was trying it before, I was getting nearly all red crits. You can see the AoE is quite high. I've up there, he's got his radiation and his corrosion. On him. Let's have a look what stats. So there we've got corrosion. So that removes up to 80% of his armor. And the radiation. I do like radiation. I mean, it confuses enemies, so it acts as a bit of crowd control when they've got the radiation on them. And obviously, again, the damage against the alloy armor, so like your grenades and whatnot, it's quite nice. So if I get a better roller riven, I'll probably change this up just because it's so high on the crit damage multiplier. So if we have a look, so I haven't maxed that out yet. That's at 135. Where's the damage? There we go. I haven't maxed that yet. So that's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%. So that'll take us up to about times 7. So that's really, really high. So if we can get this crit chance up on this beam weapon, it'll just be a destroyer. And then if we can get this arcane adapter done, and we'll be away with it. So yeah, so that is my Saryn Prime, where I am with it. Like I say, I know there's loads of builds out there, and there are probably every one of them is probably better than mine, but I'm quite pleased with this. And I'll just show you one more build I've been doing. Now this is a build I've been doing the Eidolons with. Now the Eidolons, if you don't know, are the 3 big bosses, or the single boss on the bounties in the open world area outside Setos. So I've created a Vectos Prime and I'm running with Rhino. So the reason I'm running with Rhino is for the group buff of Raw. Raw is really good and it buffs everybody. It's also, I've got a bit of protection with Iron Skin and I've got Empower. So I've put Empower on it because I haven't got a lot in Elmeth yet. But I basically hit me Empower, which affects these two. My Iron Skin and my Raw. And I'm running with Vectis Prime for the Eidolons. Just give you a quick look at it. Got a couple of variations of builds on it. So there's this one here, which is like over 11k, 90% crit, 4.4 multiplier. Eidolons are susceptible to radiation. So you can see I've got radiation on both them builds. And the main difference between the builds is the multi-shot. And I think, no, I haven't done build C yet. So yeah, so there's the 2 builds I've been working, and I'm not one-shotting the Eidolons yet, but I'm getting a couple of good hits on it, and I'm taking it down quick. I've managed to solo it, and I do alright in groups. So secondary weapon for Eidolons. I'm just running with that. Again, I put radiation on because it helps with the little Hydralis, whatever they're called, the little ones. And I'm just running. I like my Orphos Prime. Really strong weapon. I've got a decent ribbon on it. Don't have my stats on that. So I do like that. Really strong weapon. So that was mainly to show you my Saryn and the first build that I've been taking into Steel Path. I'm not flying through it like some of them do. I don't think I'll level cap, as they call it, but it's a playable build, load of fun, and no doubt as I get some of them missing mods, I'll be able to change it along the way. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment and let me know what you've been doing as a new player with your builds, with Saryn or Rhino for Eidolons, or even if you're not a new player, an existing player, feel free to drop some advice. But for now, Mystic Dude out.